Math Blast, Week 11, Grade 5. Measurement conversions. If 1 meter equals 100 centimeters, then 52 meters equals blank centimeters. Well, we can look at this 100 centimeters as 10 multiplied by 10. Well, remember, each time we multiply by 10, the digits move or shift one place value over. So when I multiply by 52 multiplied by 10, it becomes 520. Then when I multiply it by another 10, it becomes 5,200. So 5,200 centimeters. If 1 foot equals 12 inches, then 35 feet equals blank inches. Well, 1 foot is 12. So all I need to do is take the 35 feet, the number of feet, and I'm going to multiply that by 12, by my 12 inches to convert it. Okay, so I'm going to use the standard algorithm. So 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. 1 digit, bring my 1 over. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. I cross that. I'm going to cross that off so I know that I've already used it. Now I've multiplied by the 1s. Now I'm going to multiply by the 10. 10's placed there, so I need to put my 0 there as a placeholder. 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. 1 multiplied by 3 is 3. Remember, that's 110. That's why it's shifted over one place. And now I simply add these two lines up. 0 plus 0 is 0. 7 plus 5 is 12. Carry my 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. So 420 inches. Fill in the blank to make the statement true. 4/5 is the same as blank divided by blank. Well, it's 4, my numerator, divided by 5, my denominator. Okay, so here they gave me the fraction and I had to write it as a division problem. 8 friends are sharing 5 brownies equally. What division problem would help us to determine how many brownies each friend will get? Write the division problem as a fraction. Okay, well, I'm taking the brownies and I'm sharing them with my friends. I'm not taking my friends and sharing them with the brownies. Okay, so I have to take the brownies, that's 5, and I'm going to divide those or share those amongst my friends. So divided by 8. Now, writing that as a fraction, I just simply write what I'm dividing by. That becomes my numerator, 5, divided by how many I'm dividing amongst. So 8, or my denominator. 308 multiplied by 29. Now it says I'm going to use the standard algorithm to solve this. So I'm going to multiply by my 1's place first. So 8 multiplied by 9 is 72. 2, carry my 7, bring my 7 over. 0 multiplied by 9 is 0, but I've got to add these 7. I've already got 7 tens there. So 7, and then 9 multiplied by 3 is 27, so 7, and that 2 comes over. Now I need to cross these off so I don't use them again. Now I'm going to multiply by the tens place now, so it means I need to go and put a 0 in my 1's place so that I remind myself and get all my numbers lined up there. 2 multiplied by 8 is 16. Bring my 1 over. 0 multiplied by 2 is 0, plus 1 is 1. And 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. Bring my 6 there. And now I'll simply add my 1's line and my 10's line up. So 2 plus 0 is 2. 7 plus 6 is 13. Bring my 1 over. 1 plus 7 plus 1, that's 9. And 2 plus 6 is 8. So 8,932. And I'll circle that so it's a little easier to see. Okay. Now multiplying decimals. Now first I have 3 and 58/100 multiplied by 2. And this little, it looks like a wavy equal sign. That's the symbol for about. So that means I'm going to estimate first. So 3 and 58/100, well, that is about 4. 42 is about 40. Now when you're estimating, there's several different things that are acceptable. You just need to use numbers that are close to what you have there. So 4 multiplied by 40. Well, I can use my multiples of 10 strategy. So 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. And then multiplying by 10 means I'm going to shift all those digits one place over. So that is 160. Okay? So this tells me that 3 and 58 multiplied by 42 should be about 160. So let's multiply it out using a form of the standard algorithm, and let's see how it works. So that one thing I'm going to do different is I'm going to use a unit form here. So 3 and 58 hundredths, I'm going to write that as 358 hundredths. And I'm going to multiply that by this 42. Okay, so let's use that standard algorithm. 8, I'm going to multiply by this ones. 8 multiplied by 2 is 16. 6, bring my 1 over. 5 multiplied by 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, plus that 1 is 7. Now I need to mark those out so I don't use those again. Now I'm going to multiply by the tens, which means I need to put a 0 in the ones place. So the 10's there. 4 multiplied by 8 is 32. 4 multiplied by 5 is 20, plus 3 is 23. And 4 multiplied by 3 is 12, plus that 2 is 14. So then that 1 just comes right down there. Okay. Now I need to add up my 1s and my 10s line together. 6 plus 0 is 6. 1 plus 2 is 3. 7 plus 3 is 10. Bring that 1 over there. 1 plus 4 is 5. And then bring my 1 down. Now, I have to remember that these are hundredths, right? So when I write this in standard form, this is equal to 150 and 36 hundredths, because this is 15,036 hundredths is equal to this number right here. Okay, so 150 and 36 hundredths. Okay, and that's why using that unit form there helps me out, because then I don't have a decimal in my digits while I'm multiplying, and then I can just convert it back to standard form when I'm done. Okay, working with the coordinate plane. Label the x and y axis. So the first thing I need to do is I need this is an axis and this is an axis. Well, the x axis always goes left and right. It tells me how far left or right the point is. So this is the x axis. The y axis is the vertical axis. It tells me how far up or down I'm going. So this is the y axis. So we'll label those. Identify the ordered pair for points A and B. So the ordered pairs, what is the x value and then what is the y value of that point? So A, well, I need to go over 1, so you see how it lies on that. So I'm going to start that. So I'm over 1, and now I need to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So A is 1, 5 is the ordered pair. B, well, I need to go over to the 8. You see how it lies on that. So that is 8. So I'm at the 8. And now I need to move up here, which is on the y value of 8. Okay. So notice I don't draw lines. I'm just counting how many intervals or spaces do I need to move over, and then how many interval spaces do I need to move up or down. Okay. Plot points C and D on the coordinate grid. Okay, so I've got C is 4, 2, and D is 7, 10. Now I always start at the origin, which is this point right here, the 0, 0. So C tells me to go over 4, up 2. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I'm going to go up 2. 1, 2. I'm going to put a point right there at that intersection, and I'm going to label that C. So point C. D is 7, 10. So I go over 7, and now I need to go up 10. So I'm right there at that intersection of 7 over 7 up 10. Put a point. I'm going to label that D. Thank you.